So, Nicole, we've been working together for a couple years now, and our energy brings a lot of calmness and humor when we need to use it, especially one particular patient. He has ALS. He is restricted to his bed, and he looks forward to our visits every week. And we like to laugh with him, and he likes to laugh with us.
When we first got him, I was really uncomfortable and nervous about having him because he was still cognitively aware. He still wanted to live life full, but he couldn't move. He couldn't do anything. And I wasn't sure how our visits would support a quality end of life for him. But as we've worked with him together, I feel like we've done an amazing job helping him get through day to day, him and his family.
And he has a difficult time breathing. It's getting worse. He just started the process of not being able to swallow food, which is a very hard thing for him to lose. And when we were both there one day, his wife was telling us that he'd been choking and coughing all day and he couldn't clear. And he has this machine that helps him to cough because he doesn't have the muscle to cough on his own. And he wasn't able to breathe, and we had to turn him on his side, and it was intense for a little bit.
It was scary.
And I think we all thought we were going to lose him at that time. And so he got back onto his back and settling down. And we're just wife on one side, I'm on the other. Nicole's at the foot of the bed. And we're just all staring at him. And I could sense, his
discomfort with us.
Yes, with us just staring. But I think we were
staring.
just making sure he was breathing and seeing what he was going to do next. And we're just all staring at him. And he finally says, "I can feel all your eyes on me." And then that kind of broke the stare, the silence. And
We laughed a little.
we did. We laughed, and he was fine. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny to get some googly eyes and cut out a picture of our faces and put it on popsicle stick or something, and put these googly eyes that he could put up on the wall and know that we're looking at him. And just as a joke, we brought it to him for a present, and they just love it. His wife says they crack up every time they look at it, and he keeps wondering if voices are going to come out of the faces. I said, no, but we have cameras behind the eyes. We're watching everything. We're making sure Tina's taking care of you well. But he's got a great sense of humor. And
I do miss that about him, not being able to talk as much anymore. His
Yeah.
jokes and his sense of humor. And sometimes I'm worried that the three of us, you, me, and his wife, that we're talking too much. And he used to be able to tell us what he's thinking, right? And now he just can't talk as easy.
I think he likes it. I think he likes having the chatter and listening to us talk about funny stories, and they've had some great funny stories they've told us. And
I think he likes that Tina gets the support, too.
Yeah, he told you last week that he was appreciative that we were there
That
in
actually
his
meant a lot.
life at this time, right?
That he brought it up to me independently, because you never told me. I mean, I think you did tell me, but...
I just didn't tell you he said I was his favorite.
Oh!
No. Anyway. He's always been calm, and he's a rock for his family. And despite his very quick decline that he had from working to having to retire right away because he was getting paralyzed, that he still is such a positive person. I just admire him for that, because I don't know if I could be that way. So...
What I learned, they drill in boundaries. But what I learned is there's really a fine line, because if you go in there like a robot and just check off the boxes and, oh, funeral home this, oh, how's your pain, shortness of breath, and then you're done. Mm-hmm. Those are the patients that you just can't connect with, and they don't connect with us or the Providence way,
Yeah, and we've had several caregivers tell us that other facilities, the nurses come in and are very, I guess, not engaged in the compassionate part and the feelings part of it, and they don't ask those organizations to come back. So I think that is an important part, because this is a very sacred time in someone's life. You don't want to just be very businesslike. It's been an interesting journey, because the only death I really had experienced before was with my father, and that's what kind of started got me thinking about. I was just in nursing school when he died, but I was so caught up in that I didn't really see what hospice was doing for him, and I was never there. I was one of those that was never there. Just the whole being around those that are dying and families who are coping with it. It's been a real learning experience for me, taught me a lot of things, but it just feels so natural to be there. Anyway. But one cool story, one of my other first ones going with another nurse while I was training, was the patient's family had a monitor in the room to be able to watch their mother. And one night they were all over, Mom was passing, and they saw in the monitor a heart, like a ghost, but it was shaped like a heart. And when they all ran in there, they couldn't see it, but then they'd go back to the monitor and they could see it floating above their mom. We've seen some amazing and heard some amazing stories.
We're going to have some more developing over the next years to come.
Yep. I think we're a great team. Just grateful that actually we can be present and be available for people during this time in their life.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, buddy.
Lots of fun. Thank you.